दिखा नहीं रहे। आपका वीडियो ऑन कीजिए। डन डन डन। यस सर, डन।
I am audible?
यस सर।
Okay, because network over here is probably a bit slow.
ओके
Is it okay like this, or I try to connect it from my mobile also?
सर, द विजुअलिटी इज नॉट क्लियर,
So I'll connect from mobile only then.
Yeah, no problem. You can connect from mobile also. If from your laptop it is difficult and it is again and again, disconnecting, then better you join with the mobile.
मैडम ऑल डे लाइव
और एक बार आपका
5 बज गए
यस सर लाइव है।
लाइव करें
हाँ सर। हाँ
ओके
सर।
फाइन
प्रीतेश सर, लेफ्ट होके आप फिर से ज्वाइन हो जाइए
हाँ,
मोबाइल से।
वही करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है।
जी सर।
मैडम मैं लाइव कर रहा हूँ
ओके सर, नो प्रॉब्लम। तब तक
ओके
हाँ।
ओके लाइव
Okay, sir. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session of the webinar series on the topic challenges faced by the industrial sector due to the pandemic effect. Today, here among us, we have three experts. I would like to introduce them. First, I would like to introduce Mr. Pritesh Dasare, DGM, Deputy General Manager, Analytical Documentation and Compliance and Management, Sun Pharmaceutical Industry. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Sir, I would like to request to enlighten or share something on today's topic.
So, thank you, Professor Prabha, first of all, for this opportunity. And it's really my pleasure to interact with the colleagues from the university, colleges, and I always grab this opportunity. I'm always very happy to interact with them. So, for the today's topic, it's an very logical topic that you have selected. And this pandemic, like this COVID-19, is a big challenge for everyone, not only for industry, for the household, for the common man, for the people who are working and earning on daily wages, for the people who don't have proper sanitization facilities, who don't have proper earnings, or they don't have facilities to have food at home for almost 1 month. Like we store food for 1-2 months at our home, but there are many people who earn and get it on daily basis for their families and for their livelihood. So this is a tough situation, and as it is for a common man and for the people around the world, even the big economic powers and the people who rule the world, America, Europe, all these developed countries, they are struggling and they are in a much pity situation. So we, under the leadership of Modi ji, we are doing it very nicely. The support from the people, the awareness, and the thought that the world had that India will be it will be crushed under the disease. Like they were thinking that half of the population will be infected. India will be having a very bad time in this pandemic, but thanks to the people, thanks to the awareness, and even I had never thought that the people of India will react so positively and so strongly to this disease, which has taken almost 30 lakhs plus. It has affected 30 lakhs plus people in around the world, and definitely industry. It is going to be affected as the common man and everyone is getting affected. The industries, there are the resources issues there, manpower resources. Then if I specifically say for the pharma industry, then like we are an essential service, but the people who support us, the our suppliers, the solvent suppliers, the chemical suppliers, the raw material suppliers, everyone is having a tough time, and due to that even we are having tough time in this period. But still, as an volunteer, as an to support the society, the noble cause that we are into this profession, we cannot go at back foot, and we are also strongly reacting in this circumstances. And I'm happy to say that not only me but my colleagues have also taken it very positively, and we are basically not focusing on the profits or something just now. We are somewhere like what is required in the market, and as the whole world or India is focusing on the coronavirus disease, like as an pharma professionals, we are responsible to look after the patients of the other disease also. Like for us, the cancer patients are also equally important. For us, the cardiac patients, the patients who are having hypertension. So we need to have the proper supply to the market, not only for business continuity, but also for the well-being of the society. So even my colleagues, my seniors, they have reacted very well to this situation, and even the lady staff, like I'm surprised to see a lot of lady staff supporting very strongly in this situation, and people are traveling 5 to 10 kilometers daily to complete their allocated task or to support the well-being of the society. So conclusively, Corona has made us stronger as a human being. The awareness of cleanliness, what Modi ji has been telling from the day he was elected in 2014, he has given us several examples of Mahatma Gandhi and other legends who have created a benchmark in this world. So now that cleanliness is a requirement. Like earlier, it was his objective to have a clean India, but now it is requirement of the Indian population that we continue doing what we are doing, and it should not be a temporary resolution. Like corona, it is there today, it might come after 6 8 months also, because winter is again going to come, and this disease, it has a very uh, it has a greater impact in -3 to 17 degrees. So it is going to be critical for all of us to maintain the cleanliness, hygiene, and the basic thing is we have to increase our immunity. Like we
Yes.
are seeing patients nearby, but all are not getting infected. So the persons who have good immunity are going to survive through this situation. So now our forefathers and grandfathers, grandmothers, what they were telling, that a basic human being should have a stronger immunity. So now we have to focus on that parameter also.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I will introduce another expert present over here, Dr. Vaibhav Valodkar, Director, Head API BU at Adventus Laboratories India Private Limited, and he is also the owner of NV Life Science. We welcome you, sir. Sir, I will request you to enlighten us on the particular said topic, that what are the challenges faced by the industrial sector.
First of all, I am thankful to you and your management to invite us for such a beautiful talk, that is pandemic, on the current pandemic and effect, before and after effect. Yes, as rightly mentioned, Dr. Pritesh, that right now we are facing really a big challenge. First, how to handle the current situation, and then the more important, after this after effect, which is more challenging, mainly on the economical front, not for any particular class, but this is affecting the entire society, human being, not only any city, state, or a country, but all over the world. So the only way to handle this situation, keeping ourselves aside and work as a team, as a human being, to handle this situation. I'm sure that he already elaborated on this, that we have to work in a collective way and handle the situation very carefully. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now, introducing another expert, Mr. Vimal Vyas. He's been,
Hello.
yes, sir, consultant from Business Excellence. Sir, we welcome you. Sir, please, can you share your views on the challenges faced by the industrial sector?
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fine. Thank you. Thanks a lot for inviting me to uh, this discussion on this epidemic. Basically, since last about roughly 2 months, we have been talking from morning to evening or until night. Corona, Corona, and Corona. Uh, there are lot many problems, a lot many shortcomings, a lot of limitations. Already they have already we are facing. Particularly, 2 points which I just wanted to make mention here. One is the life is going to be a bit tougher, maybe down the line, few months later, as Dasari Saab was telling. Uh, Maybe the coronavirus uh, in monsoon or in winter is going to create, I don't know, uh, maybe some issues. Secondly, there are the experts, they have the opinion that the corona may change it further mutates itself. It changes its structure. So maybe we'll have a lot more challenges. But there are a silver lining also. There is a good point also. Uh, if you can see, and people already have mentioned it across the globe. We have been witnessing this. If we take from India, Ganga BOD, COD, biological and chemical oxygen demands have drastically decreased. It has it has it's as clean. You can directly drink the water from Haridwar. That's what government has declared. You can take the water from Ganga and drink it from Haridwar. So it's hundreds of crores worth of cleaning. What we have been doing since years, it has been done in few months by nature. Even ozone layer is reviving. Recently, we got the photographs on social media as well as on uh, this Yahoo. Photographs from Jalandhar. From Jalandhar, you can see the Himalayan range. It's like a beautiful thing. What we could have done in maybe decades, 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years, the nature has done it in within 1 or 2 months. So it's a good, even I would say, people, the awareness towards immunity, awareness towards self discipline, awareness towards hygiene, it has improved a lot. Previously it was voluntary, now it is compulsory. There is a fear of death. If you don't keep washing your hands, if you don't keep good hygiene, it's you will pay the penalty. It's a
Okay.
fear of death. So that's what basically I wanted to say. There are good and bad. Uh, you need to look at both the points.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So we have a number of students given questions like what they think about this pandemic situation and what are the effects of this pandemic situation on the industrial sector. So one of our student named Kuldeep has asked question that how do you manage the manpower or the labors which had been working in the plant? Right now it has been a situation like that the laborers or the manpower, those who are from out of the town, they are not coming to the plant, or how do you manage that work?
See, it's really challenging situation for any manufacturing plant. Not only one, but all industries. Not only the pharma, but all sectors. Now, here the first thing is that whatever the minimum manpower available with you, and mainly the manpower who is staying in the nearby area within the vicinity of your premises or your company. So you have to make sure you have to provide them all the necessary facilities. This is the first thing. Second, you have to provide them an assurance that we will take care that you will not get infected. So you have to provide them all the necessary PPE. Then whatever the precautions suggested by WHO or the government, you have to provide them. You have to install all the whatever the instrument is required or all the other facilities which required or proper sanitization is required. You have to provide this. So this will first thing that help them and make sure that if we will go to the plant, we are safe. This is the first and foremost, right? And second thing, whatever the labor available or the manpower available with you, you have to not give them extra burden. Being an employer, this is the key most important. You have to make sure that their motto is maintained and they are not get exhausted. So if you follow this thing, you can definitely at least start your work with the 50% of the occupancy.
Okay.
So to add what Dr. Vaibhav has told, like the laborers and the contract workers, we at the industries ensure that they also follow the social distancing, not only at the workplace but at canteen also. And there are some perks provided to the people who reach to the site, the extra perks, and that also helps them having that motivation, and to this also helps other people, other workers who are not willing to come to the site in this situation, because the essential industries cannot be shut down in this circumstances. We are serving the society, and hence we always have a sessions with the workers or the laborers who come. We teach them how to have sanitization. There are intercom announcements for them that how they have to follow the hygiene and everything. So initially, yes, the laborers were not turning out in the offices, and it was the actual working staff who used to do some of the glassware cleaning activities and everything. But slowly, as few 5 to 6 laborers started coming to the office, the contract workers, and they saw the facilities and everything, the social distancing norms and the food quality and everything at the sites, and that inspired even other people joining the office. And today we are almost working with almost 50 to 60% of the contract laborers that are required in this particular situation, where we need to continue our manufacturing or the R&D work. So we are getting the required laborers. Initially there was a problem. Yes.
Okay. Vimal sir, would you like to say something?
No, but everything is covered.
Okay.
All the points are covered.
So if the workers are coming or if the laborers are coming, like there is another question from Neha Chaudhary, that how do you manage the work at plant with social distancing?
Yeah, so as of now, I'd like to answer that question. Like
Yeah.
as of now, we are not working full-fledged for the all the products. We are only working for the essential requirements.
Okay.
The pharma industry has also kept profits and the big targets aside just now, because basically we are focusing on the market supply and the requirement of the patients. So not only the workers but even the actual working staff, we are planning in such a way that only maximum half of the staff is working at the workplace. We have options of 2 shifts in a day. We have options of alternate day working. So we have left choice to the employees. The people who are working from home are allowed to work from home, and the laborers, in case of laborers, like laborers are physically required over here. So in case of
Okay.
laborers, we are getting only those laborers which are required for essential working requirements at the industry.
Okay. So
I'll just want to add 1 or 2 points. Exactly, there are 2 types of industries for students, just to understand them. One
yes,
is the
sir.
process industry, where continuously the process is being run. But in the industries which are project oriented, where you may manufacture unit by unit. Say, for example, you manufacture hydro turbine. So hydro turbine is a unique one. Each unit is unique one. Each unit is manufactured for a separate river. So there, this social distancing, the operations on the machines, Definitely. There also you need to take care for people. Uh, and initially you have issues. Initially, the main worker and the is supporter. You have to be very careful with them. You have to teach them. You have to guide them. But maybe 2 or 3 days later on, they understand and they on their own they observe this discipline. So
Okay.
it's not a problem. Initially, yes, we face problems.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So now there is another question from Pranav Malik that will there be any changes in the price or the cost of the industrial loss? And like industries always works on demand and supply forecast or planning as per the profit margin. So during this lockdown, what kind of challenges or the loss the company are facing?
Uh, Here, main thing is, I think majority of the owners or the employers, they are not thinking about the profit at this moment. But I am thinking on the same way. But how to maintain or how to continue the production on the company. This is the first and foremost, and supply the whatever the minimum necessary demand, right, in the market. So there are two challenges. Like nowadays, because of this panic situation, majority of the human beings, if they require one tablet, they will go and procure 10 tablets just to
Yeah.
make sure that tomorrow I will get it or not. This is
Yes.
one fear.
Yes.
This is the major issue. Not, I am just talking an example of the tablet. For if you take anything, food, vegetable, anything, these are the issue. So whatever the current demand is there, this is not the actual demand. This is just because of the fear
Yes,
of
sir.
tomorrow, whether it is available or not.
Correct.
So for all the industries, they have to think what is the minimum required demand. Accordingly, they have to plan their production and supply these things. And what he has mentioned, what about the profit? I think this is not the time to think for the profit, but all the industry, what they are, whatever they are regular customer, you have to first focus on that and make sure they will get their requirement in time.
Yes.
If you manage that, you will definitely gain the good profit in future, because this is time to support each other.
Yes.
So I think this is the answer
Okay.
for this question.
So to just add what Dr. Vaibhav, Vimal bhai, you want to tell something or I can continue?
No, no. Please continue, please.
Yeah, thank you. So I would just add what Dr. Vaibhav has told, like the losses and everything is kept aside just now. The targets and the PMO schedules and everything has been kept aside. But yes, it is going to be a goal for all the companies to overcome these losses. Plus, we should not forget the biggest point is that maximum of the raw material and the cheaper reagents and the chemicals and everything we used to get from China. So now getting those chemicals or procuring them from China, like for the other countries, even it's a question mark for us whether we should deal with China or no. So we'll have to uh, come back to the point that Modi ji had raised, make in India. So now
Yes.
we'll have to rethink on that point. Make in India is going to be a big objective for us. And the world is looking towards India now, not only for medicine, but the alternatives as an alternative for China. Big
Yes.
countries are not
Yes.
are looking towards us now. So we have a big opportunity to become a world leader now, not only in the pharma field, but rest of the fields are also a big opportunity for us. So if the banking sector or if some of the textile manufacturing, like Italy has a big hub in Wuhan, so if all those industries are going to be shifted somewhere, then for them also India is a big deal to have. Like it is a safe country, unlike the other neighbors like China, Pakistan. They'll not be worried for their resources, and the manpower is also very cheap in India. So
And skillful.
we as an Indian, we
It's
have
still
a big
manpower. Yes.
opportunity in hand just now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Vimal, sir.
In fact, Dasare Saab, whatever he has told, no, Japan has already declared that. Japan has
Yes.
given, they have declared good incentives for their tax incentives for their Japanese companies if they shift out of China. So definitely, USA is going to do that. Uh, we know that because secondly, Japan has already done it. So Europe is going to do it, and maybe few experts are telling. I don't know whether it's true or not, but people are telling World War III has already started,
Yeah, can
and
be. Yeah.
this World War III, the way World War has started, first and second, and generally World Wars, what they start, the steps they take, similar steps are already executed, and it's the World War III. It's people are telling. I'm not expert on that. I do not know. So definitely, if it is so, then definitely people will look at India. What in Second World War people used to look at Switzerland. Everybody wanted to place their wealth there as a
Safe
same
place.
way. India can be seen that way.
Okay. So some students have also asked that whether this COVID-19 is a biological disaster or a biological war.
Nobody can tell.
Okay.
Even USA and Europe and everyone is they are going to investigate the so-called investigation.
Yes, yes.
Uh, uh, so unless they investigate everything, uh, nobody can tell whether it was uh, an accident or
Okay.
something else.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question is from James Patel that because of this lockdown, maybe some plant have gone for closure, and it must have been necessary for the manufacturer to close down the plant where they are from red zone areas for prolonged period. Okay, so in this case, do you think that these kind of companies would go for automation technology like autonomous material movement or IoT? And what will be its effect if these technologies replace the workers or decrease the worker requirement throughout their operation? What will be its effect in the employability?
I would like to answer this question. The first, what he is asked that is it possible to replace human by the machine?
Okay.
If you take the example in majority of the Indian industry, they all are in mid and small segment.
Okay.
And for automation, you require a huge investment. It's very easy to say that go for the automation and all these things, but in reality,
Yes.
it's a huge investment, right?
Yes.
Secondly, even if you go for the automation to maintain that thing, you require a manpower. In fact, for that, if you just another, you require more skillful manpower. So overall operation cost become more, and then it is not effective or economical, not viable. You cannot produce a product, economical viable product, right? So, and within this 2 months, it is too early to say that in the red zone they will stop all the things and go for the automation. Because even if they go for automation, they have to take a permission to go some people over there, install the means all the machinery, and then start the production. So I don't think overnight this will happen, but yes, people definitely think to use some minimum automation without hampering their manpower. That how can they maintain a social distancing and continue the production? I think
Okay.
this answer.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
I am working uh, as a Lean and Six Sigma consultant, business
Yes, sir.
excellence.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I am into this field since last about 20 years. I know
Okay.
that what people are having this thinking that automation or any improvement or any lean methodology or IoT deployment will reduce manpower. Some people will be made spare. They will lose the job. It is not like that. What I have
Okay.
seen. In fact, what Walodkar Saab has told, it's very clear. Even if you use IoT or automation, you need a lot of money, number one. And number two, to operate that, you need more skilled people. So ये सोचना कि automation and IoT will reduce number of jobs, employment, no, it's not true.
Okay. Pritesh sir?
Yeah, and to add what they said, they almost covered everything. But to add this, like as an country like India, where the labor, where the manpower is so economical, and so due to that, many of the multinational companies are getting alert towards India. So thinking that automation will lose our job, will it can happen, but not in the near future. It may happen for the years that are coming henceforth. But just now there is an less probability because the Indian companies are getting their business due to the margins and everything that they have as compared to the foreign countries and the foreign companies. So the manpower is a best option for India as of now. But yes, we will be going on to the automation, but not fully as of now. It will be a slow process.
So will it
Yes.
affect the employability if we are going for automation techniques?
Sorry.
If we go for automation techniques, then will it affect the employability?
Like we still will need to have people who will be operating all these automated systems. The automation is more for having an reproducible process or for having a good product quality. But the we'll always need people to operate those automated instruments also, because we have seen
Ma'am,
from years.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. Please, please,
please continue.
please.
So for from last many years, we have seen that many things have become automated. The automobile industry has become fully automated, but we have never seen that the automated industry has reduced the manpower to half or one fourth or something. So it will affect, but it will not affect that much that everything will be automated in the industry. That is an hypothetical situation.
Okay. Sir, Vimal sir?
Yes, he is rightly said. Manufacturing, you don't have impact of automation or improvement on employability. There is very 5% or even less than that. But service industry, yes, there is an effect on service industry where banking, finance, mutual fund, insurance companies, where we all know why banks and the BFSI companies, they are telling and requesting you to do more and more of online transactions. The reason being they save on time, and saving on time in service industry definitely has financial impact. They save on money, but again, employability there by doing so does not is not impacted much, because I have not seen number of people were reduced because of this particular initiative deployment. That I have not seen that. Yes, they definitely they get benefits, but employability, manufacturing, no. Service industry is slightly more than manufacturing.
Okay, thank you, sir. Uh, Another question from Vijay Lalvani, that how the governments help all the industries during this COVID-19 period, and is government really helping, or what are your expectations from the government sector?
See, as such, there is no direct, as such, there is no direct support from government. Yes, they are thinking on that to giving some relaxation to the industry. But
Okay.
instead of that, what they are doing, that they are protecting all the laborers by transferring money to their account. So those industry which is not possible for them to give a monthly salary to their worker, this will really helpful for them, because when industry will pay, when they will earn, they will pass on to their employee. If you don't have money, how you can pass on to someone? So in this case, at least government protecting a BPL, what they have clearly mentioned, below poverty line, all those people, they are transferring money. Yes, in industries, what they are thinking, how to protect the business, right? And for that, they are thinking whether there is any loan or any other deposits are there, how they will give the relaxation. They are also thinking by providing some relaxation in the tax payment or GST, all this, but still they are not coming to any conclusion, at least at this moment. But you cannot straight away say they are not helping, but they are really working on that. But we have to think as a globally how it affects, because in India we don't have any one or two industries, there are lakhs of industries are there. So they have to think on that direction also. And for government also, source of income is from only tax part, right? And we all know how many people are paying tax. Only the salarized person and only the industrial owners are paying. Rest of the peoples are not paying. So before taking any such decision, they have to think 10 times. Second, in the coming days, is the production is going down, so automatically revenue generation will also affect. So they are working on this for sure, but it will take some time to come to actual this thing.
Okay.
They have
Vimal
to
sir?
they have to take social issues also, club it with financial issues like this. Separately, only on finance, government cannot work, because the social part is also attached to it.
Yes, sir. Okay. So one more faculty had asked, like, it is from Barya Nitesh, that how can we increase the capacity of product in pharmaceutical industry, and how to make tablet in very short time or short period, and increase production capacity during this period.
We as such we
Okay, I think it is within short time to increase the production. It is not possible, because for all this production, majority of the people we are from a regulatory market. So we have fixed batch size, fixed cycle time, fixed production times. We have a complete quality control over there. So we cannot double the production overnight, right? But
Yes.
yet we can try to optimize this, but it's really challenging for us, because right now there is a manpower issue, there is a raw material supply issue, there is a API, active pharmaceutical intermediates shortage issue. Major issue is the logistic.
but
This
as such we cannot increase the process or we cannot.
please, Dasharathy.
I think
There is some issue. There is some issue technical.
yeah, some connectivity issues there.
Not accelerate the process. What we can do is
So
hello.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So what Dr. Vaibhav added to said is, to add to that is that, like, we can just increase the sites for the producing the medicine, or we can have some additional facility or additional plant to do that. We cannot increase the speed otherwise. There is no other way to increase it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question is from Parth Modi. If the same situation is repeated in future, then what R&D or pharma company shall take step, or what will be the planning?
Like COVID, now we can consider it as a natural calamity, because we don't know the source that how it occurred.
Yes, sir.
That source is still a question mark for all the scientists who are in a process of identifying that how it occurred. But it is as good as an natural calamity like earthquake or something. And now we'll have to be ready for that situation. Like H1N1 was a case where initially when it occurred, it was a big challenge for us for 2 3 years, and we have lost many of our close friends or colleagues in that situation also, their
Yes, sir.
relatives. So this is a similar situation where we'll have to cope up with the situation. We'll have to increase our research capabilities, and we'll have to fight against this virus. That is the only way out. Otherwise, it is as good as a natural calamity, which is not in our control.
Okay, sir. Another question is from Preeti Joshi, one of the faculty, that what new skills have been developed or set required by the industry during this period to overcome this challenge?
Yeah, so uh, there are several side effects of COVID-19, but it has given us several learnings also parallelly. So we have learned how to work with social distancing. We have learned that whatever where our traditions doing namaste and all those things, that are the actual way of having the good lifestyle. We have learned how to have proper sanitization or proper cleanliness in our work life and personal life. And we have started doing our discussions and calls not only with our senior colleagues or HODs, but even our MDs also. We are doing audio calls now. So that is the learning for us. Like initially, if there is a big meeting, then we used to always prefer doing video conferencing or something. But doing audio conferencing and working in a situation where some of the people are in the office and some of them are at home, and still having good coordination, so to achieve the target. So these all are the learnings. The children, they are doing their classes from home, which we had never thought of earlier. So it has given a very good learning in this situation also to all of the people in the world.
Yes, sir.
I want to add on this. The biggest learning is that within the minimum resource, we know how to manage the show.
Of course, yes.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Indians, let me tell you, sir, Indians are very good at it.
Yeah, I agree,
Uh,
agree,
I
agree.
agree,
uh,
I agree.
we
Agree.
I worked with French people. They used to tell we use the word jugaad,
Hmm.
Yes,
jugaad,
sir.
Yeah.
jugaad, and I used to tell jugaad, if it is made very systematic and in a very proper manner, if it is converted, jugaad is nothing but invention.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree, agree.
And it's very primitive phase of invention,
Right,
and we are very good at it.
right, right.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Another question is from Milan Patel, that is any compensation provided by the company if any employee is having effect of corona?
Yes, because nowadays government, the central government as well as the state government, both has given clear instruction that you have to take the insurance of all your employees. So
Okay.
by default, it will take care of that. Means you cannot start your plant, any plant, huh, without this. So first you have to take their insurance, and then so it's indirectly protecting their medical expenses.
Okay. Another question is from Prajapati Yash, that how the materials are managed in the warehouse, or how the material management is done in industry if the company is not working as per the schedule or as per the norms.
See here, actually it's vary from company to company what kind of the production unit they are. But if we consider the pharma industry, which we are mainly focusing on that. So in that, the moment we came to know that we are going for a lockdown, first whatever the raw material available with us, we have to make sure that how to protect that raw material and how to store, means how to minimize the exposure from temperature, moisture, or other contamination. Because when the lockdown is over, at least you will have some raw material so you can continue your production. So this is the key. Whatever the raw materials which you are very important to store properly.
Or prototypes of particular
Ritesh sir,
Yeah,
yeah, would you like to say something?
yeah, definitely. So we are taking all the precautions that is required, and the warehouse handling is always done with a precaution, not only just now, but in the routine operation also. There are many systematic SOPs which are defined because we are going to supply something which is going to be for someone's good health or to have a for a well-being of the human being. So we always take the required precaution, not only in these circumstances, but it is done in an routine way also.
or prototype.
Another question is from Professor Ruchi Srivastava, that what will be the effect on the projects which are taken by the final year student, like industrial project, and what will be the effect of this on the placement?
So should I answer it, Dr. Vaibhav? Your
Yes,
answer.
sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Please,
Yeah,
Pritesh.
thank you. So the projects and everything, like if some project is going on at some place for the students, then I don't think so the companies will be barring them from doing that. And the situation in which we are, the delay in the project, like even we have been granted an additional month to cope up with the project timelines and everything at the professional level also. We have reset our goals, we have realigned our goals. So similar, and even in the filing and everything, where the other countries are also considering a request of extension if we have got some queries or we are working on some project timeline. So in this situation, I feel so that each and every will be concerned of the well-being of the people. They'll not force something on someone, and the projects or something should be there will be a way out. I think so. The government should definitely or the education minister will be giving some guidelines on this, because just now we are in a terrifying situation and everyone is focusing on that. Once we are out of this, I think so the government of India is definitely they'll be having some guidelines for each of the sectors, because for us how the opening is going to be once the life is back on the track, it is a big concern and a big question for all of us. But definitely there will be some guidance, and the people of India definitely they are so understanding that though it is a professional thing, but people will definitely cope up with each other for this fact also.
Okay, thank you, sir. Vimal sir.
No, yes, he is right. I don't have any points to add to it. Only government will decide. Maybe 20, 30 years back, I know the companies used to have something called 1 or 2 years of training, graduate engineering students training. Uh, Maybe on similar line, government will think and find out some way, because currently what we are not focusing on this. Currently, we are focusing on how to fight COVID. That is
Okay,
our
sir.
basic aim.
Okay, sir. Another question is from student Palak Patel, that what are the effects on the plant and machineries which are not in use since last month? Does it affect the production line?
Yes, it's very much affect the production line. Mainly the moment you go for restart all your plant machinery, you have to first properly clean all the machineries. You have to maintain it, and most importantly, you cannot start on very first day a full-fledged production, right? Secondly, some of the industry where they can use the furnaces and all these things, these furnaces to cool down, it takes a big time. and to again attain a proper temperature, desired temperature, it takes additional 1 week time. So this will definitely affect. You cannot start on the next day. Yes, it affects the production. Answer.
Okay.
Yes,
So for us,
and in petrochemicals, if I talk, petrochemicals, the life is even slightly more challenging. You have 5 to 6 days multiplied by 24 hours to streamline the main plant, the cracker plant, and then the downstream plant for PVC, LDPE, or other plastics they start. So and there are losses also. You have to keep burning, keep wasting the product which is off spec coming out of the main plant. So it takes time and
Okay.
money also.
Sir, Pritesh sir.
yeah, so as I said that it is going to be an tough time for everyone. Restarting, initiating all the activities, it is definitely going to be a tough time, and no one will be expecting that everything will be good and fine and in a good shape in a one month after this period goes off. Like it is going to be an hard work, determination, and the patience for everyone. And it's an like industries like this tourism and hotel management and everything, they are going to have the toughest time. Like for the essential commodities and everything, life is going to be a bit easier than the tourism and other all those industries. It is
Okay.
going to be a big setback for the tourism and hotel management, definitely.
Okay. Another question is from one of the student of chemical engineering, Saluke Akash, that government had given allowances to the food companies and the pharma company, but they are dependent on other company for the raw materials. So these companies are managing the availability. How the companies are managing the availability of the raw materials which they purchase or buy from other small scale industries? What are the effects on the small scale industries also?
Like if the raw materials or something is going to be required for the essential commodities like the pharma, medicines or something, then we are helping them in providing an essential requirement letter that their services are essential for us and are required. So we are helping them to function. The instrument engineers that we require for the smooth functioning of the instrument, the laborers and everything, we are providing them the essential service letter. So on the basis of that, they are supporting us. But small scale industries who are supporting for non-essential commodities, yes, they are having a tough time, and more tough time is to come to them in coming 1 or 2 months, because for them restarting and everything is going to be a big challenge, because the liquidity and everything is also going to be a question mark. People will not be spending money either for the personal reasons or for some professional reasons or business reasons immediately. So each and every person will think and spend whatever is spent. Henceforth.
Okay. The next question is from Sonal Pujara. What will be the effect on pharma market globally due to this COVID-19?
See, right now I think that pharma market is remain consistent. Only it's transferred from one region to another region.
Yes.
Right now, from last 1 decade, it was mainly focused on China, because China has scattered really a big percentage in API as well as commodity product. Right, but now rest of the world is thinking for the alternative, right? And right now we have a really a good opportunity to convert this into this particular challenge into an opportunity. You can say that.
Okay.
So definitely this is a good time for India or maybe some of the other small Asian country, right? So if you take this on positive side, I think this is a good opportunity. We can say that for us.
Okay. So what exactly is the opinion like regarding the Indian economy due to the effect of this pandemic?
Maybe for initial 3 to 6 months, it's really challenging, and for the recovery of the economy and come to the original track. But later on, if we sustain within this 6 months, the way right now the Modi government is managing, hats off to them, right? If we sustaining this, we will definitely get a good benefit in future, for sure. There is no doubt about it.
Okay. So is it good for pharma sector or?
I think for majority of the sector, not only
Okay.
pharma.
Okay.
Yeah, but to add it, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, please tell, sir.
Yeah, just one sentence to add it that we have to learn living without China now. That is the
Exactly.
portal.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So I have not used that word directly, but
In fact, this reminds me of the Japan story just after Second World War.
yeah.
Just after Second World War, Japan story was very similar to this. Japan was totally devastated. Nothing was there. No resources, no power station, no road, no bridge, and no machineries. But still, they came back to this particular level where they are currently. So we have see विसर्जन के बाद सर्जन अच्छा होता है.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and
Yes.
Japan, they had the killer instinct. They wanted to survive basically. So and they did not have anything, no resources, even manpower भी नहीं था. जो आदमी थे किसी का आंख नहीं था, किसी का हाथ नहीं था, and human resources they did not have. And you see the level at which currently they are. So we have big huge opportunity in front of us if we convert it. Rightly said, Palodkar
Okay.
sahab.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Challenge into opportunity.
Yes. Now, another question is from Yakshida Gandhi that how can we run the continuous plant in a chemical industry with the cutoff of employees? Almost about 50% of employees are not coming. And how that processes can be managed?
Chemical plant, yes, I have worked there. I can tell you. In fact, it's a process industry, and majority of the operations are being handled from a control room or DCS. So lesser manpower, yes, you can work definitely. Slightly workload we have to distribute in such a way that people have one or two or three uh, uh, machines responsibility, but it's manageable. It's possible to use it because manual jobs are less, the controlling jobs are more, so it is possible.
And we are working on the essential requirements only. So we are focusing on what is required in the market. So we are focusing on necessity rather than luxury just now.
Yes.
Okay, another question is from the faculty name Srushti that does this lockdown effect has affected the transportation facilities of the materials or the products?
Yes.
It has affected
So
the
how
transportation
the company has
employees.
overcome with this?
So in this situation, delays and everything are explainable, like I have told you. And as we are working focusedly on the essential requirements, so if something is getting delayed, then we are flexible, and the management is also understanding the situation, and we are working likewise, and we are trying to give them the essential service requirements. We are trying to even get permissions from the local authorities for moving such requirements. So we are really having tough time. Recently, yesterday only, we required 2 technicians very badly. So our company car went, picked them up, and dropped them again at home. So the companies are doing everything to have things in place and to have the business continuity for the essential requirements.
Okay. Sir? Vaibhav, sir?
Yeah. Yes, it is affecting a lot. It's affecting a lot, mainly the logistic part, means the availability of the raw material, its packing material, or entire supply chain. You can say that, right? It's affecting a lot. But nowadays, what happened that because of the slight relaxation in all these industry connecting industries, now people are start interacting with their suppliers and make sure that they will get the product maybe not within the week but after 15 days, and the same way they are communicating to their end customer that we are in a process to deliver you the product but maybe little bit delay. So this will make sure they are protecting their business and they are satisfying their end customer also. So actually this will help to continue our cash flow, because that is very important for any country's economy. And right now in India, when government is also facilitating and relaxing some of the things on this industry, and by this way we can manage the show.
Okay. So another question is from Urvi Upadhyay, that after lockdown and all the limitations which we are following, how much time it will require to overcome from this situation or the losses which have occurred?
If you ask me about the losses, it is too early to say anything. As far as how much time required to recover, at least even at this moment, it is too early, because we never know when they will stop on. So, for example, as in the last communication, our Prime Minister declared that by 3rd of May, they are going to complete this second phase of lockdown. But if they will go for extension, or if they will open up everything and suddenly it will bounce back, then again we have to end up with the similar situation. So it is too early to say on this. But if we work, as in my first answer only I have, if we work cautiously, then we can, as a team together, try to overcome this period at the earliest. Means, and then we can think for how to recover the loss. First, we have to overcome this situation. That is most important.
Okay. Sir?
Yeah. So just to add it, like it is a tough situation not only for us, and by the grace of God, India is in a much better situation than the other countries, as I already told. And earlier, one phrase was said, like, we have lost time, we have lost resources, we have lost our goals, but hope is still with us, and the belief and the confidence is still there, and we have to fight and we have to come back. So that is only the option with us just now.
Yes, sir. Truly said.
We will.
One question from Riya
definitely.
Shah. How will it affect on long run period if again there is a lockdown of more than this period? And what are the positive effects of this lockdown on the industrial sector? Whether it is related to the
Like,
environment, whether it is related to the other factors.
Mostly on environment and earth. Earth is now basically reset. Uh, we have COVID has pressed the reset button on earth. You must have seen the news. The wildlife, animals, even whale, the fishes. Whale was not two or three whales. They came near the Bombay High. Wildlife, animals, they have started visiting the cities. लंदन में हो रहा है, इवन नोएडा में वो काऊ जो बोलते हैं नील गाय, it has started roaming around in Noida. तो it's like अच्छा हो रहा है. ओजोन लेयर आपका, ओजोन लेयर is getting revived. So but on industry, again, industry, there is a problem, and the problem is basically it's good currently. It's good for environment, not good for industry. That's the
Okay.
only thing I can tell.
Yeah, but it has taught us a lot in this last one and
Yes.
a half month probably. Seeing the situation of other countries, seeing the situation of our own country or the cities, like we have learned a lot. We'll be focusing more on cleanliness, more on resources, more on resource availability, working with social distancing. So now all these things are going to be a part of our life. Like Japan is well equipped and they are trained how to work even in the earthquake situation. So this is a other parallel situation to all the countries where will have to learn working with this situation.
Yeah, we have learned that the less pollution, life is very nice, very good.
Yeah.
But that we have learned, but we need to deploy it. Unless we put it in practice, it's not going to serve the purpose. It'll remain in the books.
Okay, Vaibhav sir.
Yes, it's rightly said. There are positive and negatives. Yes, what he is mentioned that as far as the environment is concerned, it's recover like anything. There is no doubt about it. Even on the other side, for industry, yes, there is a loss, but on the other way, you can see you have many good learning. What I have earlier also mentioned that with the minimum resources, you know how to handle the situation. That is the biggest learning for all of us. The major loss is for the shop floor people as well as those who manage their show on day-to-day basis, right? Means they earn in the morning and eat in the evening. For them, it's really a difficult situation. But for the rest of the people, yes, it's a learning we can say, and we have to accept this because we say it is good or bad. Finally, we are suffering from this, so we have to accept it on a positive way. There is no other alternative. Only the learning we have to take for our future action, and whatever the loss is there, at least it's lost. We have to accept this.
Okay.
If you
So
don't learn, you will be wiped off.
Yes,
You need to learn and put it in practice.
yes.
okay, one last question by one of the student that what strategies have been planned for the ongoing projects which was stopped due to the lockdown period?
See, you cannot nowadays you cannot put a direct any strategy on the project because now day to day the situation is changing. Right? You cannot predict. Means, for example, initial what happened when everything was properly running. So you know that today you will get X, tomorrow you will get Y, and day after tomorrow you are going to produce the Z. Right? But now situation is not that. Maybe you are expecting today you will get that after 6 day or 7 day. Right? Only thing is that you have to plan that whatever the resources or whatever the raw material or whatever things available with how best you can convert into the end product and deliver at the earliest, right? And whatever the other resources like the manpower, for example, or your machine, how to protect that is also important in this crucial situation. I mean, first every industry has to protect their manpower first, and secondly their infrastructure. These two are the key important.
Okay. So thank you, sir. Today we have discussed a lot many things, and many of the doubts of the students have been cleared with the help of this topic, challenges faced by the industrial sector. And I think everyone will be now satisfied with the answers. So thank you, sir. We'll be ending the session within a minute. Thank you, Vaibhav sir. Thank you, Vimal sir, and Pritesh sir, for your sharing your experience and sharing the knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thanks
a
to you
lot.
and your management for this opportunity. Thanks.
Thank
All
you.
the best to
Thank
all
you for
of
this
you.
opportunity. And it was our pleasure also interacting with
Yes, yes.
the
Thank you,
students'
Suresh bhai.
questions
Thank
and
you,
with
Vimal.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Thank
it
you,
was,
sir.
yeah,
Thank
it was
you. Thanks a lot.
definitely.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Same to you. Bye bye.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you.